Hello, everyone. Welcome back to episode number 4. We're almost there, folks. We're almost at the end of Prehistoric Planet. I don't want it to end. But just like every good thing, everything must come to an end. But this is a prologue to the final chapter. So this is not the end. Anyway, weird introduction, but hey, let's get into episode 4 of Prehistoric Planet. Without further ado, let's jump into it. Let's go! Now this is more like it. Like, I love the way it just starts. The episode starts off with a random dromaeosaur. It is an unnamed specimen, because from what I've read and looked up, it could just be, I really don't know where exactly it takes place. Maybe they did mention that, but if it takes place in Alaska, there has been fragments of a dromaeosaur living over there, but we only have the jaw fragments, so it really doesn't have a name. But we follow this dromaeosaur, and it's hunting, but not what we think it is. It's just hunting a bug. So, hey, we finally have another insectosaur for the buddy for the Mononychus. So, hey, we have the insectosaur buddies. Anyway, the raptor looks absolutely gorgeous in the snow. The colors, everything for it, it's just perfection. And after that beginning, we move on to a herd of what I'm hoping I'm right. Edmontosaurus. I'm kind of hesitant to call it an Edmontosaurus. Sorry, Edmontosaurus. Because there has been new studies that Edmontosaurus had a crest. And these guys do not. But granted, this show has been in production for a long time. So, and some of those papers were published not too long ago. So, yeah, I can't really go back and undo a few things or just tweak a few things without costing a crap ton of money. Anyway, the Edmontosaurs look great. We follow them for a little bit, and then we have another pack of dromaeosaurs. I do not know their name. Again, they really did not specify the name of these dromaeosaurs, but we follow them for a bit. And then they see that, hey, the Edmontosaurus are crossing the river, and they basically ambush them and make them panic, which makes them forcibly cross the river of ice, and it causes one of the babies to fall, but it reunites with its mother. Unfortunately, they both didn't make it, and, well, the dromaeosaurs have a free snack. That whole sequence, right, with the dromaeosaurs and the Edmontosaurus was pretty freaking great. I really liked it, and it was kind of tense, because, like, oh no, don't hurt the little babies! Leave them alone! But, hey, life is cruel, so not all the babies made it. But, yeah, that whole sequence was pretty great. Again, I really cannot praise this show enough on how absolutely beautiful it looks. Like, honestly, dinosaurs in the snow is just such a amazing aesthetic. Like, it is so good. After we follow the Edmontosaurus, we follow a herd of Orlora titans, which this is a new species for me because I didn't get introduced to Orlora titan until Jurassic World Evolution. I like them in Jurassic World Evolution, but here, I like them even more. Like, they look, again, absolutely beautiful, and it also plays to something that real-life birds do. And this herd of Orlora titans go to a nesting ground that's basically on a volcano. And what they do is that they dig up a hole, they lay their eggs, and they basically have the dirt be their incubator. And it's really, really, really fascinating. Again, they really take a lot of tidbits from real life animals and put them with the dinosaurs. And it's super, super fascinating to watch on how they get inspiration from our real life animals. Oh, I forgot about the Ornithomimus. I am jumping ahead of myself. I forgot all about the Ornithomimus. A dinosaur I did not expect to see in the show because they did not show it in any other trailer. So, hey, I'm happy to see a little surprise here. The Ornithomimus segment, it's more like a comedy segment because, and again, it takes things from real life birds. Hey, if you snooze, you lose. No spot to make a nest. And so it makes a nest, but there's no more branches to make your nest look nice to attract mates. So the whole segment is just a Ornithomimus just stealing other people's crap. And then it's like, you don't see me. You don't see me. This is mine. Goodbye, thicker. And yeah, that whole segment was kind of funny, but it's also fascinating because there are birds like blue jays. They do that. When there's a lot of competition around, they steal from their neighbors to make their own nest look nicer. And it's really, 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 really cool. Again, how they take a lot on what real life animals do and then put them with the dinosaurs. It's really cool to see. But yeah, that segment was just that's just a fun little segment, and I really, really enjoyed it. Next, after the Ornithomimus and Orlora Titans, we follow Nodosaurus. I guess these Nodosaurs. I think it's Antarctica pelta. I could be wrong. I'm gonna call it Antarctica pelta. And they look absolutely adorable. They look so freaking cute. They may be spiky and all, but they look so freaking cute. And basically it shows like they're babies. These Antarctica peltas are babies at the moment, but they're growing, and we follow them go through this cave, but the three of them cannot fit. So they basically be like, hey, you're older, get the hell out, get in your own place. And they basically kicked the big brother out, and now the big brother is off in an adventure. I really love that whole segment. Just the way it waddles and everything. I don't know. I just found it very freaking adorable. And also when the narrator is like, oh, the Antarctica pelta is so vulnerable here out in the open. I swear I thought it was going to be attacked by like a carnivore. But no, it's just a journey. It finds its own cave. I don't want to talk much about this whole segment because my God, who knew a cave can look so beautiful? Like that whole segment when the Antarctica pelta finds the cave, it is so beautiful. Again, I think my best experience is my first experience because I watched this show at night instead of just waiting until the morning to watch it like other people do. This is one of the segments that is absolutely a must-watch at night. I don't know why. This whole show is just a must-watch at night. It's just, you know, it's just nice and comfy. You get your blanket, you get your hot tea, get popcorn, sit down with the family, and just watch dinosaurs. Like, come on, it's a great vibe. Anyway, I'm straining off course here. That whole segment was absolutely gorgeous. And then after that is a segment I really was looking forward to. And that is the segment with Pacquiranosaurus. Pacquiranosaurus is, it's not my favorite ceratopsid, but it's one of my favorite ceratopsids. Like, it's such a cool looking ceratopsid. As much as I absolutely hate, well, I didn't hate the Walking with Dinosaurs movie, I can see why people hate it now. Thank God there's like a version of it where there is no audio at all. It's just the dinosaurs and music. That is like, but anyway, it's thanks to that movie I got introduced to Pacquiranosaurus. And oh yeah, Disney's Dinosaur had a Pacquiranosaurus too, but really didn't do much there. But anyway, Pacquiranosaurus is just a cool ceratopsid. It's unique too, because all other ceratopsids have like one horn or two horns or three horns. But Pacquiranosaurus basically has a tree stump for a horn, and it's pretty cool. Also, why do you give it the goat eyes? I'm just not a fan of the goat eyes. Goat eyes are kind of creepy, so why the goat eyes? But yeah, the whole... Oh, and another thing that they gave the Pacquiranosaurus is quills. Speculative quills, but these are like spiky porcupine quills. So not only do they have their faces to defend themselves, they basically have like a stegosaurus tail thanks to the quills that they have on the tail. Which, hey, who knows? Maybe it could have had quills. We don't know. We don't have a living dinosaur with us, so the most we can do is speculate. And this herd of Pacquiranosaurus is stalked by a Tyrannosaurid called Nanucosaurus. I think that's what it's pronounced. I've never heard of it until now, but this is a really good introduction to this dinosaur because it's basically a Eutyrannus but smaller. That's like the best way to describe it. It's a Eutyrannus but smaller. The whole sequence is great. It once again shows what a lot of documentaries do show when a carnivore attacks a ceratopsid, is that they get into like a circle formation to protect the young. And this is a nice foreshadowing. I like because in the beginning I mentioned that the show begins with a herd of Edmontosauruses, but they panic when they see the Dromaeosaurids, and that panic causes the life of one of them. But that was a baby. This time, there was a snowstorm hits, and after the snowstorm hits, the Pacquiranosaurus is like, enough of this shit. I am out of here. But we follow the bull. What we think should be like the big alpha male, but this bull has been through so much and is old, so it falls behind, and then Nanucosaurus eats it. And it's just nice foreshadowing that they did, but instead of a baby, it's an old adult. And well, that's it for episode 4. It was very, very eventful. There are some sequences I skipped over because, again, I don't want to get too much into spoilers or too much into detail. And my brain is like runs at 90 to 100 miles per hour, so there's a high chance I missed something. But yeah, this episode was great. The Pacquiranosaurus segment was one of my favorites. One of my other favorite segments was with a Troodonte and the Edmontosaurus segment. This one's really, I think this actually might be my favorite episode. I really like this episode. So my rating for episode 4 of Prehistoric Planet will be 9 out of 10. I absolutely love this episode, and I'm very excited for tonight's episode, The Forest. So, my name has been Jurassic Addict, and I'll see you guys and gals tomorrow for my final review of Prehistoric Planet, and I'll see you guys next week for an in-depth analysis of Fallen Kingdom. I've been Jurassic Addict, and I'll see you lovely folks next time. Adios!